We're going to start with some focaccia tonight. And we're just going to take a bit of high gluten flour and there's a little bit of salt around the rim here. And if people think, oh, that's a lot, it's not really. And just a little bit of sugar. If you don't want sugar in there, you can definitely use honey if you have a problem with sugar. And just a bit of yeast. And we're going to mix that into some warm water. You don't want hot water. Like it's going to scald you. Just really lukewarm water, like you put a baby in, that kind of warm water. And what that's going to do is the yeast is going to activate to the sugar. That's what's going to feed it to kickstart it. Then, my friendly latex gloves. Blah, 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 blah. Put just a little bit more flour in here. There we are. And we're going to put that right in the center and work it around so that we don't break the wall. If you break the wall, it's going to find out where you're standing and run down your leg. Go on, ask me how I know that. And you just want to be patient with it and just work it around. Eventually it'll all come together. And it's not a science. If you need more flour, keep some right there and to your right. If you need more yeast and water, I like to keep some in my left hand. And just roll that around until you got a nice dough ball. So. It should be tacky enough that the sticky bits in your fingers comes right off. And that should do it. So then you want to take take your bowl and put a little oil in there. And let it rest for about an hour. And it's going to look like this. It's going to what we call proof. So just go ahead and dump that out again. And this time we'll just take a little more flour. Here. Just roll that out so it's thin enough that you can work with, not too much. And then we're going to take some cheese and some fresh basil, and we're going to tear that up. And we're going to set it on one side here and fold it over and put it onto our cookie sheet. Take some fresh basil here. Just came in. And if you stack your leaves on top of one another, then you can just roll them up like so. We'll just give it a chiffonade. This way it just sprinkles nicely. And this way you don't have huge pieces of leaves of basil in there. Just tear that up a bit. You don't need a whole lot because it's fresh and that flavor is going to go a really long way. I like to take some grated mozzarella and provolone, a little flavor there. Like so. I'm just going to fold it over, press it down with your fingers, and go ahead and just diggy like a cat onto your back when you're asleep in the middle of the night. And just going to get a little squirt of olive oil and a little garlic, and we're going to pop it into a 500-degree oven for about 15 minutes. That's about it. And I'll check my timer because I should have one coming out of the oven right about now. Now, as they say in TV land, here's one I prepared earlier.
That was around.
This is at 500 degrees. What we did, we sprinkled a little garlic and a little seasoning salt over the top. We coated it in olive oil. And this one we added with the garlic salt is just a sprinkling of fennel, just to give a little more earthy flavor.